Let's talk about dust collection systems, which is of course really important for keeping your workshop clean, as well as improving the safety in your workshop as well. You want to reduce those fine dust particles in the air. So Ryan, this is the Overarm Dust Collection, which we include as standard with the saw. Do you want to tell people about this one?
Yeah, sure. So this one's got the smooth tubes here, so the airflow is much better, as well as having the guard right at the blade, so we're collecting the dust right at the source, which improves the amount of dust that we create on the table, but also how much it gets into the air. So it works really well.
And that's then a low volume, high pressure.
Exactly, yeah.
But if you want to be cutting dados, you also need to be upgrading to then this one, which is the floating dust guard collection system. And this is then a high volume, lower pressure system. And it has the other advantage that it can be swung out of the way. Do you want to tell people why they would want to do that?
Sure, yeah. So if you are making any cuts where you're using the standard riving knife instead of the splitter, that would be using that to make non-through cuts. So the guard would actually be in the way in that instance, and we wouldn't be able to use the smaller guard here because of the splitter passing all the way through the piece.
Together with that internal shrouding, you're going to get up to 99% dust collection. So I think that's great to know that straight out of the box, you're going to have really good dust collection performance. But let's get this one installed now. So Ryan, this is the floating dust collection system. We've already seen how that can swing really easily out of the way, and you can attach it back there, even take it off if you needed to. And it's floating because of this guard here that goes up and down. Can you tell us about why that's important?
Sure, yeah. So having the guard floating means we can use our dado blade system where we aren't able to use the riving knife to attach the other guard. The other benefit is we get the potential for having much better airflow. So if we're doing anything like a beveled cut or a cut where the blade's on the side of the material, we can get much better dust collection right at the blade.
And this can be then adapted also if it extends out this way for the 52-inch table, but you are going to need a bigger dust collection system for this one as well.
Sure, yeah. So with the overarm dust collection guard that attaches right at the saw, that takes a minimum of 595 cubic meters per hour, and this one has a minimum of 680.
And that's because you're collecting bigger pieces, you're a little bit further away from the blade as well, so you just need a more powerful system because that's a minimum really, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. But the great thing about this system is that it can have a much better airflow. You've got the smooth pipe, the bigger size as well, so it can collect a lot more if you have a powerful system.
Okay, so we've seen how both systems are going to do a great job. That overarm guard that's already included in the saw is going to do 99% dust collection. And the advantage that you're going to have with this one is just that versatility of being able to swing it out the way if you're making different cuts, being able to bring that up and down, and also if you need the dado cuts as well, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, this is the one to go for, having the dado ability, guarding the blade, and the ability to move it out the way. That's going to be really handy.
And of course, if you want any more detailed specification of any of the accessories we're showing, then just head over to the sawstop.eu website.